that goes by. People always ask me why black holes. Listen up, baby girl, shit, I'm about to let you know why I always got a black holes. Whoa, 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 whoa. They talking shit up in my comments. Yeah, they don't know, but I'm about to block them. Cause every day I block holes. They be being shady, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cause you know I block holes, baby. In different area codes, baby. You never know, but I block.
Hey y'all, happy Mother's Day again. I just got off a members only live a little while ago. Well, about a hot 30 minutes ago. So, we did members, now we doing public. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in. Thank y'all for y'all patience. To all the beautiful, blessed mothers out there. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all Mother's Day to the fullest, even though it's not over with yet, y'all. It's still our day. We still got a little bit left of our day, okay? I had a good time. I got free meals. Listen, gifts, meals. I enjoyed my babies, even though one of my babies is under the weather. Y'all little niece Ham is sick, so make sure y'all say a prayer for Ham. My mama says she thinks she got a sinus infection, so it's definitely an infection because I've been trying to break her fever and this and that. But she will be going to her doctor tomorrow so we can see exactly what it is. But definitely say a prayer for my baby, y'all. But big shout out to y'all. We got a lot to talk about, y'all, and the latest in the Saga news. Okay, it's a lot going on, and we gonna keep each other afloat with whatever was going on in these streets. Let me see who we got up in here. Hold on, y'all. That's my baby right. Hold on, y'all. Let me give my baby some Tylenol real quick. All right, y'all. I'm back. My bad. I had to give my baby some Tylenol. Okay, let me see who we got in here so we can get started with all of this news, y'all. Because we got posts left and right from every player in the saga. What is then you got RH over there putting that foot down. He didn't got to the point where he's like, it's enough. It's too much going on. It's enough. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I don't blame him because there's a lot going on. Hey, pretty green eyes. Hey, it's Tyra, baby. Miss Janice, my sister Lanika in the building. Where you been at, girl? I ain't seen you in a hot minute. DEI Crenshaw, Myla in the building. Miss Mel, Miss Tracy, Miss Stephanie, Miss Rebecca. We got, hold up. Go up, y'all. Miss Kathy B. My bro Terry, of course. We got it's cold in here. I might have to put the heat on. That temperature dropping. We got pretty green eyes coming through with the come through. I know you may be gone, but I see you, baby. Let me see who else we got. Let me go down. Miss Rebecca Cry. I am her. Miss Darlene. Solid as a rock. Shout out to you. I love that name, girl. Y'all be coming through with them fire names. Hey, Miss Doris. Hey, Miss Jackie. Who else we got? Miss Beverly. April in the building. We back again. You know that. Miss Tanya. Yes, they are, April. It's a lot going on, y'all. I'm gonna have to fill y'all in for the ones who don't keep up with everything. I had to warm my little coffee. Still got coffee from the members side, y'all. Hey Nita, hey La La the business, loving my curves. Miss Geraldine. Who else? Miss Ramona G. K Monet, Miss Janice. Who else? Carmen, I am back. Yes, we are. Miss Clarice, my love. Alexis, Miss Rhonda, Miss Michelle Spike, Sierra in the building, Miss Gracie, Shalonda. Thank you, Miss Geraldine, for that super chat blessing. Hey, Fifi. Hey, Miss Demetria. Hey, Miss Dee. Mr. Minda, you said my birthday is Tuesday. Well, we probably gonna be here. We probably more than likely will be here. But happy early birthday, my girl. Hey, Miss Patricia. Let me see. Let me see. Who else we got? Miss Valencia, Miss Stephanie, Natia, Miss Duncan. We got. Thank you, Nika. Thank you for that blessing, my love. Hey, Tamara. Hey, Miss Sherry. Brittany in the building. Miss Beverlyn. Tyrese with the tea coming through. Did I miss anybody? Miss Brenda. Miss Valencia. Sunflower for life. Erica, thank y'all for the praying hands for y'all me. We shut a bell. We back in the building. Hey, Miss Coretta. Hey, Miss Portia. Uh, Kimberly W. Miss Jean. Martha Blanca. Back in the building. Miss Shalene R. Chapman. Miss Angela B. Sweetly favored. Did I miss anybody? Dreamy girl. We deep, baby. We 224 in this thing, and it's only gonna go up. Y'all know how it is. Oh, you changed it? Wait, you said that. Oh, okay. I love that name though. I didn't know you had changed it, but I love that name. Let me see. I'll have to remember that's you though. Because y'all know how my memory is. Hey, Miss Lolo. Hey, Glam Goddess. Glam Goddess, where did you come from? Or did you come from 2K? Because I was like, her name looked familiar, but I don't think she's been here. Not saying you was on the other side, but I think I see you in 2K chat. I don't know. I just didn't recognize your name. Hey, Leah Rowe. Same to you, bless beyond measures. My sis Chatty in the building who don't check her text messages. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Hey, Miss Lolita. Hey, Brandy, Miss Beverly. You know I gotta call you out. Anyways, y'all, shout out to all of y'all. No baby been here. Last I just been in the bushes. Okay, okay. Cause I'll be like when them certain names pop up, like, bro, I know I've seen that name before. Maybe you just speak every so often and you stay in the bushes, which I don't blame y'all, cause it be so much, especially with this saga child, the supporters be getting it too. So I don't blame some of y'all for staying in the bushes. But every blue moon, y'all just come out and say, hey, that way when y'all do come out, I won't think y'all a troll. But shout out to my bushwhackers, especially the ones who support for real. Not the ones who just be being nosy. That's some trolls that don't even like me for real. For no reason. But anyways, um, what's going on? Oh, okay. Okay. Anyways, y'all. So the title is Four Men, Four DV Stories, Plots Are Victim of Coincidence. What y'all think? What are y'all thinking about these latest claims that didn't hit these screens, courtesy of Late, the uh, YouTube unicorn? Late put that tea out there, baby. And I am just flabbergasted. Like, where did this man come from? How did you even have time? Is the question. Because when I think about the calculations, it's like, okay, She claimed that she met Sleepy. First she said 15, then it was 16, then it was 17 on another video. But I'm a roll with 16, the one in the middle, right? So she claims she started dealing with Sleepy at 16. So I'm real confused. Like, how were you able to even get a whole DV situation with this man if you started dating Sleepy at 16? Something in the milk ain't clean, y'all. I mean, and that is her on the paperwork. So, and did it say back in 2008? I'm gonna have to look at the paperwork again and see. But let me do my disclaimer because I forgot about my disclaimer. Y'all know I gotta get my disclaimer because y'all be slipping, especially when it come to them ads, okay? And that like button. But if you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac one. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to all my coffee people. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. It is not mandatory or pressured, but it is appreciated as it contributes to this particular live stream, y'all. Everything y'all do on this live stream helps this live stream. Okay? Yeah. Got it? Good. You can also support by getting a membership. Shout out to my members, days 1, 2s, and 3s. We did have a members only live about 30, 45 minutes ago. We did have a members only Mother's Day giveaway. We gave $900 away to 9 members. Congratulations to all the members. Again, we do that on the regular. Okay? The love fight is a regular thing, baby. But anyways, make sure y'all watching them ads as they come through. You will put right back into the spot that you left off. So don't think you're gonna miss nothing. Please watch them ads. And big shout out to y'all because I have been seeing an increase in the ad viewership. So y'all watching them ads. I gotta give it to y'all. But keep watching them, okay? And hit that like button because it is what? $3.99. Anyways, let's get into the talk, baby. Let's get into, you know, all of the stuff that's going on. She was jumping off the porch like a rabbit, honey. Woo child. Tomorrow you crazy. That milk is spoiled. Y'all are crazy. She had to have jumped off the porch early because that's interesting, y'all. Like, that's real interesting. Is it possible that such and such could be lying about her age or perhaps seeing both men? I don't think the age is a lie. I would go with she jumped off the porch early, and it's a possibility that both men were courting her. That's just an educated guess. That's not facts. That's an opinion, okay, for the ones in the back. I'm not saying that that's fact. That's just my opinion, baby. Because y'all know they like to take what you say and run with it or whatever. But I could only speak on what I didn't see. And I would say option number one, jump off the porch early. And, both men, because if you think about it, one of the things that Ayana told us on live was that the deacon was going out the front door and Janashus was coming in the back at one point in time. So that would lead me to believe that she definitely jumped off the porch early. Okay? I don't know, y'all. Let me look at these records. Hold on. Let me look at these records. I still don't have them all. I need to get them. I need to get them. Thank you, Glam Goddess, for that cash app blessing, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, girl. All right, y'all. Let me see. Because I only got a little clip. Hold on. Little pieces of that record. Uh, so I don't know. And he is not a looker. God forgive me, but he the way he looking in that mug shot, yeah, he looked like and especially the way, baby, if you go outside with your line that crooked, I don't trust. Listen, I don't trust no man who will walk around in public with their edge line slanted like that. Ain't no way. It's no way. When I see that mug shot, I instantly think about what the bottom of your purse see when $40 come up missing. bottom of your purse see when $40 come up missing. He gives one of those. He give going through your purse when you fall asleep, child. I am sorry. Like, girl, what was you thinking? She like them rough. She like them rough, child, because he is rough. Okay? Let me see. Where's that paperwork though? Because I'm looking for it. A few people sent it to me. Okay, this is the one with Sleepy. Because I can't remember what the charges was. I know it was DV, of course, and I do remember that it was said that the guy he got 80 years in prison or 83 years, child. Don't let me miss 3 years. Like 83 years in prison if I'm not mistaken, and she put DV charges on him allegedly, but those were dismissed. That's First of all, so you mean to tell me he was guilty? If that ain't a sign, y'all, if that ain't a red flag, you mean to tell me this man had about 50 charges that stuck, and the one that you put on him didn't? It was dismissed. I am weak. How is that even possible? Like, somebody help me out. This man got 83 years in prison. And then I heard Latae say on her live that somebody's supposed to be doing a phone interview with this man straight from the penitentiary. Like what? Baby, he want to get his story out there. he, he want to know what happened. He want people to know what happened, child. I'm confused. Okay, let me see. Where is that? I know I had it. Somebody said, or maybe they just sent me the ones from Sleepy. Because I cannot find. Hold on. I can't find it, y'all. I'm gonna have to try to get it from the tape. But that's some crazy work. Like, ain't no way. It's 4 men. I don't think people really looking at it like they should be looking at it. You mean to tell me, because you know she quick to say she only been with 3 men in her whole life. But you mean to tell me 4 men, 4 DV stories. That ain't no coincidence. Like, something in the milk ain't clean, baby. I'm really starting to think she's the problem. And now that I think back, y'all, when I think about the receipts that she presented on Janostrals, Mr. Third Person over there, um, Mr. Speaking in Third Person on that page, we're gonna get to him too with his indirect Mother's Day post, his third person Mother's Day post. Yeah, we're gonna get to him too because I could recall in during the saga where they jumped on RH for not telling his baby mamas Happy Mother's Day one year, and here we have Janatos making a third person post and ain't being specific with his for his first set of kids. So we ain't gonna say nothing about that though, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. We gonna keep letting him slide. Um, but anyways, what was I saying, y'all? Dang, I done lost my thought. He was found not guilty from her allegations. The girl cries rape or DV when things don't go her way. That 304 is watching. It's something else. Wait, where did grape come from? What? Where did the grape come from? I ain't heard nothing about no grape. I'm confused, y'all. Hold on, let me get to this post because I can't find. Maybe I don't have that man charges, but I do know that DV is one. She put a domestic, you know what, charge on him, and it was something else. Was it assault? I think it was assault. But anyways, so let's get Foot Meat out the way first, and then we'll go down the line. So Foot Meat makes a post and says, "I'm tired of these tired dried. I'm tired of these tired dried up minions sharing my daughter live. Y'all dried up hags keep dragging stuff out. Her dad and her's relationship have nothing to do with y'all. Get a life, because even my daughter said y'all need to grow up and get a life. Worry about y'all team members over there because the Shari is good. Okay, now it's hard for me to give her props because you are one of the reasons that she's even involved in this in the first place, ma'am. You was coming out here heavy, heavy early on in the saga, telling people all of the Shari and her daddy's business. I have a specific clip in my phone when I was making that premiere, y'all, and I didn't add it to the premiere, and I should have, where she was on live stream saying, and I quote, and yeah, my daughter is on her way back down here. And I talked to my daughter on the phone, and she said that she don't even like living with her dad. She want to come home and da 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 da. I'm like, I know you lying. She was literally on live telling her and her daughter's whole conversation, egging the, see that's what I can't respect, right? Because I'm pretty sure if your daughter is sharing things with you, she's sharing it with you, not for you to bring it to the internet. See, her and Alaunia got a lot in common when it comes to validation, seeking validation on the internet. They can't hold water. Like, come on, everything is not meant for the internet. And then want to cry wolf or try to threaten legal legalities when it starts backfiring. Like, make it make sense. Stop putting y'all business out here, and nobody will be able to speak on, because you can't speak on something that ain't out here. You can uh speculate, but you can't give like a valid opinion or whatever, because if y'all ain't putting y'all business out here, then nobody can really speak on it. That's the crazy part. But she played a major role in this. And I will give her kudos for that, but I'm not giving her respect for that. Because you threw your daughter out here in that water several times. Several times. Little Miss Bitterboot. You threw her out here. Constantly in your comments telling people, oh, that man this and that man that, and he don't do this and he don't do that. Mind you, your daughter is dang near grown. You some of that bitterness should be out your heart by now. You would think you would have that energy for the baby daddies that's more recent. Who harbors resentment for that many years? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But this is the energy you should have been had. Hold on, y'all. Oh, my bad, y'all. I had to go see what them cheering had going on with that noise up in there, child. The dog barking, the cheering barking. Anyways, okay, back to it. Like I said, this is the energy she should have been having. This is mature parent energy right here. Let's keep our business off the internet. Let's leave whatever my child, because her child is old enough to handle stuff for herself, or to want to have to decide whether she want to have a relationship with her dad or not. That's this how she should have been moving, y'all. This how I would have respected her if she would have been moving like this. But now, when the fire is a little too hot in the kitchen, and people start ta da 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 da. Your ass says now you want to start moving like a mature adult. Come on now, come on now. But we gonna give you a little kudos for that. But you're gonna have to do a little more. You got to do a little more for the respect, ma'am. Because you should have been moving like that when it comes to your child. You should have been encouraging your child to not come to the internet because it's always repercussions for putting your business out on the internet. Everybody ain't gonna be on your side when you come to the internet with a story time. You're gonna have some logical thinkers and you're gonna have some small brains. And 9 times out of 10, them logical thinkers gonna question the inconsistency. Okay? And that's exactly what happened with all of this foolishness. So I just don't understand it. Like, girl, you should have been said that. You should have encouraged your child not to even come out here this last time and gave an account of a story that was way different from the first account. But we gonna chill on that. We're gonna chill on that for now. We're gonna leave that where it's at. We're gonna leave that where it's at because she's trying to keep the peace over there. She's trying to be mature moving forward. So we're gonna cut her some slack. We're gonna give you a little something. Put me. Thank you, Miss Pamela, for that blessing, my love. You say happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful mothers in the chat. Right back at you. Thank you so much, Queen. All right, let me go down. Okay, that's Foot Meat, y'all, with her little post, child. Let me see who next. Should we do RH or okay, hold up. Because we got Janashos with his little indirect post. Let's go to Janash. So, where is it? I know it's okay, here it is. Okay. So if y'all know, one thing I've been saying is that Janashos is over there talking in third person. I bet money. I put money behind it that it's no management. Do like unless it's somebody that's doing it for free for him, he's not on that type of level financially to have some type of management or somebody he hired to handle his social medias. I done told y'all time and time again that even the biggest of the biggest actors or actresses handle their own social media pages. So you want us to believe that somebody over there making posts for you, he gonna slip up one day, y'all. He what did I tell y'all? He's gonna slip up one day and he gonna talk in first person. And that's what I'm telling y'all, mark my word. But one of the reasons why I know and I believe it ain't him, I mean I believe it's him talking in third person, is because if y'all remember last year during the saga, he made a post talking in third person, gassing himself up, basically trying to, because that's when a lot of stuff had started coming out about him. So he was trying to, um, I guess, lighten the fire a little bit. So he made a post acting like some other man that he allowed to live on his couch, some homeless man he allowed to live on his couch or something like that, y'all. I could be wrong about what the actual core of the situation was, but it was a post that was made where they were gassing him up. But he posted it as if it was somebody else sent him the message. But I clocked that T immediately and debunked it and let people know that it wasn't him. It wasn't him. I forgot exactly what it was. I think he had forgot to blur out something on the message, and it was his fake page on Instagram that he used to send it. And how I clocked that T? Because once I made the video on it, he deleted the post shortly after. Okay? This ain't his first go round talking in third person, baby. But this fool, hold on, let's see. Um, Thank you, Miss Love Mel. You say she posted a gift on her story saying thank you, babe. So I guess she's trying to convince folks he's still around. I think he's still around also. I think they're playing a game per usual because if y'all notice that dancing video that she did with Lala not that long ago, they were in his kitchen. They were dancing in front of his refrigerator. So um he's definitely still around. They're trying to basically fool the system, fool the people, and make it seem like, he's not on social media no more. He's not with her no more, but they are definitely still entangled. We're gonna say entangled, not engaged. We'll say entangled. And he's definitely over there on that page, scoping out the scene, talking in third person. Okay? Don't be fooled, y'all. Don't be fooled. It's definitely him talking in third person on that page, watching everything that's going on. Because you gotta think about it. His reputation is on the line. If he's out here being labeled as an abuser, that affects his livelihood, y'all. You really think somebody that's on social media being labeled as an abuser, all of everything he did in this relationship with her, she put it out first, but people are still talking about it. So you really think he's going to go away from social media and not be able to see what people are saying that could potentially affect and end his livelihood? Child, by that man watching very closely. He's definitely watching, y'all, from his page specifically. But he posted, we got 431 in the building. Make sure y'all running them lights up for your girl. The likes should be liking and not lacking. And if y'all can, it's a lot of y'all in here, support your girl's goal. If you enjoy this content, if I keep you entertained, help with the goal. If you can't, just hit the like button. It's all mutually appreciated, I swear. All right, so he posted Happy Mother's Day to, oh, and mind you, he tagged his other Janelle Young page. He posted Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Here's an exclusive teaser of Janelle's upcoming movie release, In Zone, Summer 2025, with a little movie. And you know what? Reading this and seeing the errors in the post, the lack of punctuation being in the wrong spot is definitely giving Janastro, because I highly doubt if you have someone who's in control of your social medias that is used to doing that, a professional might I add, because he said something about management or something like that. I highly doubt they're going to have these type of grammatical errors or punctuation errors on captions when Chat GPT or even spell check is so easily accessible. You gotta do a little more to fool the mass. You can fool the fools, but the masses, no. It's too many logical thinkers in the mass. Like he literally, come on now, you gotta do a little better. No, no, like, oh Lord have mercy. These people, bro. I swear I stay entertained, y'all. I swear. There's no possession on mothers. It's just Mother's Day. There's no possession on it. Um, here's a. It's supposed to be an and not a exclusive. Exclusive, I mean. Here's an exclusive teaser. He put here's a exclusive teaser. Um, no possession on here. That's the upcoming movie release. In zone in parentheses. Why is in zone not in parentheses in quote? Why is in zone in quote? Like, why? You don't need to put it in quotation. I'm confused. And then a period and put summer. Okay, we gonna get off him. We gonna get off him, y'all. Just know that's him typing in third person. Okay, ain't no team behind it. Ain't no team. You got a whole woman taking care of you, but you can afford to pay a team to handle your social media. Oh, okay. Anyways, let's get off him. Like I said, when it was RH making Facebook posts telling all mothers not just one, all mothers happy Mother's Day. They caused the whole ruckus because he didn't specify to his baby mom, right? Valentine's Day they did it, Mother's Day they did it. But here we have the newly found dad, them twins daddy, not making a post. You would think you mean to tell me he was too busy to come out here for take a quick 2 seconds to make a happy Mother's Day tribute to his baby mama that just gave birth to his twins? Okay. But they had time for this post though. They got time to promote the movies though. Yeah. And I'm normally not that petty, y'all, because to be honest, I don't care about that. Stuff like that, I don't care about because it's real petty and it don't matter. Like stuff like that don't matter to me. But because they do it to R8, that's why I brought it. That's why I brought it up. Let's see. And he did, yep, he sure did, Miss Olo. Let's keep that little piece in the back of y'all mind that on Country Wayne Play, when they asked him if he had cheering, this man said he got a French bulldog. And I could see if he was all the way in character, but he's literally cameo, baby. He's cameo. John L. X. Young, Jizza from Wu Tang. He's cameo. So why couldn't he tell them he had twins? He could have even said, well, I got twins, but me and the mother not together. Yeah. But he added the same, oh, and keep this in mind. The same thing he told him on Country Wayne skit, that he had a French bulldog is the same thing he said on that interview he did back in 2023. Y'all know how my brain works, okay? He did an interview back in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. It could be early 2024, 2023. Um, he did an interview with some ladies, Channel News. I forgot who it was, but just know he did an interview because I have that receipt also, where they asked him if he had any kids. It was around the time him and Laonia and all the children and Walt went to Jamaica, if y'all remember that. And her best friend, they all went to Jamaica. That was around the Pretty Bree time. Because if y'all remember, she said she didn't want, like, all that Pretty Bree stuff had happened. This was during her story time. She was telling it. She said, but she still allowed him to come because she had already paid for his ticket. But she said while they were on vacation, she kept getting hit with the Pretty Bree stuff back to back to back with the Tasha K interviews and all of that, and she had to be quiet. Ma'am, first of all, I wish I would be quiet and still let him come on the trip. I don't give a damn if I did pay for his ticket. He was replaceable. You could have invited a whole nother friend on the trip. You did that for you, not for him. That was all for validation because what you did do also is still took family photos with him in it and posted it. So correct me if I'm wrong. And that's why it's so easy for her to come out here overly impulsive, flash out, crash out, and go ham on him on the internet and then double back and take fake accountability or say, oh, I overly exaggerated. Oh, I ain't lying, but I exaggerate. Girl, that's why it's so easy for her to do that, y'all, because she real life be doing the most, knowing she plays a part in all of it. That's the crazy part. She plays a major role. So when that trip happened, it's not just that she paid for the ticket because she knew people was gonna ask her in the comments, well, why did you let him go on the trip if you just found out he was cheating? So she hurried up and gave the excuse before anybody can ask her. This is how manipulators' mind work, right? She said, yeah, we was in Jamaica, but and I still let him come because I had, mind you, had already paid for it. Don't matter. You could have replaced him. I'm pretty sure the airport wouldn't have had no problem with you switching out a name. And when you go on vacation, I'm pretty sure it ain't a designated name for a particular person on the trip. She could have easily said, because if he's an adult, you could have swapped him out with another adult. I'll be damned. I wish I would. I wish I would catch you cheating and still give you the luxury of coming on a trip like that with me, baby. Child bye. You better hope you don't end up off the, let me shut up. I'm about to say something crazy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way he would have to stay home and soak in his sorrows before he would have got trial by. This is why the ninja do what he wants, because he gets rewarded for bad behavior. That's some crazy work. He got to cheat and still go on the trip. He living that life, baby. He living a good life. He's living a good life, y'all. Okay, anyways, let's go to the next. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see. So let's get to RH, y'all. Shout out to bro. So RH posted, because a lot of people are not taking him serious. RH is a man of leniency. He's a man of a good heart. He's not perfect, right? Let me put that in there because they quick to say, "Oh, y'all think he perfect." Da, da, da. No, ain't nobody perfect. I'm not perfect. But as long as you trying to do the right thing, you're genuine at heart, you're not intentionally screwing people over, that's what counts. That's what counts. Like, it's all about the effort and just having a good heart, period. Everybody makes mistakes, but the fact that he's so lenient and he's not like Laonia. And I was telling this to somebody earlier. I'm gonna leave him unnamed, but he's not like her. See, we put out the truth about her. We use her words on her, right? And she doesn't like it because it causes her embarrassment, even though it's her word. When it comes to RH, it's a difference. He don't mind people, and shout out to my sis Harmony because she did a video about this also. He don't mind nobody doing content on him. He done did several videos saying that you are a fool if you come out here and put all your business and then try to get people for blogging on or doing content on. You got to be a fool. He done said that several times. So it's not about the fact that people do content about on him. It's about the lies. He don't want nobody lying on him. You can dislike him, you can dislike his character, his content, but when you're out here spewing opinions as facts, that's dangerous, especially as a blogger, because you can find yourself in a lawsuit. You cannot spew opinions as facts. We can give our opinions all day. Y'all know one thing about Pop. I tell y'all stuff. A lot of the stuff I say up here is because I have a receipt in my little file, little handy dandy notebook to back it up. Okay? I've been in a saga since the beginning. It ain't too much that I don't have in the Dropbox. Some stuff y'all done seen and some stuff y'all ain't seen. But a lot of stuff I say, I can back it up. I have it, I will never come out here saying things as if it's a fact. Like if it's my opinion, I'ma tell y'all, this is my opinion, y'all. This is my opinion. I'm not saying this is what actually happened. I'm just giving my opinion. I tell y'all that a lot for a reason. Because I don't want people to get it misconstrued and think that, I'm lying on somebody, I'm defaming them or anything like that. No, I'm just giving my opinion. But a lot of other people tend to give their opinion as fact. And when you become so personally invested to where you're speaking for the person you're doing content on, that's not cool. Or speaking on their intentions as if it's facts. You can't do that. You can't. How can you possibly know what is the truth? Or, oh, when he said this is what he really meant. And you saying that as if that's fact is crazy. Because how you know that's what he really meant? That's what you call clouded judgment, personal vendetta, hate. Like you cannot do that. Once you become so overly consumed with hate to where your judgment is clouded and you cannot blog properly without defaming, it's time to shut the door on it. It's time to put it to bed. It's time to let it rest. I don't do that over here. Don't do that. But it is what it is, and that man's tired of it. He tired of people lying on him. He tired of people putting out their opinions as facts. If y'all gonna blog, but don't present some. Don't be out here saying he's a PDF file, he's an abuser, all of these different things that you cannot back up if he were to take you to court. Y'all spewing that out here, and mind you, the wife didn't even take him to court for it. The divorce decree does not mention abuse. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. So if this man were to take some people to court, he would win, including the wife. He's literally using the defamatory statements that she have made about Bruce. He's using it against her in contempt. It's in the page. It's public record. You just gotta read it. That's it. It ain't much. Ain't too much common sense. Gotta be used. You don't have to have a degree. Just a little common knowledge, little common sense. And gotta wanna look for the facts for yourself. But the fact that this man can use Bruce being mentioned by the ex-wife as a defamatory statement in court as a contempt charge speaks volumes, because it came from the same person who was on the internet for 2 years telling us that this man abused her but forgot to tell the judge. How convenient. How we forget to tell the one that matters. So we gonna tell social media for 2 years that your husband was an abuser for 6 years, but we ain't gonna tell the one that actually matters, which is the judge. Okay, yeah, fool to fool. The logic gonna get it done though. The logic gonna put the real deal out there. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, let's not be delusional. Let's not be oblivious. Dislike the man all you want. Like I said, you can do 2 things at once. You can dislike him and still stand on what's right. Still stand on the facts. Still stand on the truth. And the truth of the matter is, this woman has not provided any proof that this man physically abused her. Verbal, yes, it was on both ends. Verbal and mental, psychological, whatever you want to call it, it was on both ends. We heard the B word come out of both of their mouths. They had a toxic marriage, period. And that was it. That was it. It happens every day. It happens every day. But did he deserve to get his whole livelihood ruined because of it? No. No. And guess who started it off? So we can pick and choose all day long and say, oh, they brought their business to the internet. They ain't brought nothing to the internet. She brought it here. She was on live on that 911 call. This man had to defend himself on the internet. It's a difference. It's a big difference. So I just don't understand it. I would not want to stand with somebody who literally y'all. I want to tell y'all something so bad. But I'm gonna let it rest. I'm gonna see how this stuff play out. Listen, we're gonna see how all of this play out. We're gonna see how all of this play out. Thank you, Luscious Lips. Hello, Lupaca Chat. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Thank you, my love, for that super chat blessing. You are appreciated. Same to you, Blanca. Lataste and Lupaca dropped it here. Oh, thank you, Tay. I'm about to go look. I'm gonna go look. Shout out to you. Thank you. Let me see. Hold on. I'm proud of Robert for standing on business. He has been nice, and they were taking advantage of it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, he said he didn't mind. Who want to go through that? Who wants to go through a whole court process to get money from people who ain't even rich, or try to, get money from people who ain't rich? You only really benefit, and I've been telling y'all that for the longest. You only really benefit from defamation lawsuits if the other party is a millionaire or a billionaire. Like Johnny Heard's situation. He was richer than Amber Heard. He basically did that defamation lawsuit to clear his name. Now, that situation was more so about court of public opinion, but it was done in a real court. That's why the cameras were there because he lost a lot. He lost a lot of brands, a lot of deals, all of that behind that woman lying on him. So I'm pretty sure Johnny Depp didn't need that little 2-4 million when he was worth hundreds of millions. Come on now, like his net worth dropped at least 200-300 million just because of what she did on social media. So make it make sense. He know it's gonna take a while to get. He ain't worried about that money, but it's just the fact that she lied on him, and people took that lie and ran with it. And that's the point. Like that man, or it's been avoiding this. You can tell because he knows these are regular people. He knows that he can't. It ain't. He ain't gonna gain too much of nothing from it. That's why he let him ride. You could tell, but it comes a point when it's like, okay, now, like, what's really going on? I'm not the person that hurt you. It's time out. Let me see. Hey, Miss Vivi, you say I had to fall out the bushes on your comment about that rascal's hairline. Child, that hairline is crazy. It's slanted. Like, what's going on? Not good. Wait, exactly. Not that I'm speaking it. Okay, Latte. Like, they gotta listen. Listen, that's how you get sued, baby. That's how you get that lawsuit. Hey, Tamasha. Hey, Miss Lisa. Make sure we continue to donate to RH GoFundMe. Yes, y'all, drop his GoFundMe in the chat. If you can, donate is at 6K now. He's 2K away from his goal. Y'all see he's standing on big business. So contribute to it. If you can, even if it's $5 to $10, do what you can. Every little thing helps. You know, and he's trying, y'all. He's trying to put his best foot forward and do what he can with what he got left because of how his livelihood was affected. The fact that they can, you know what, child, let me shut up. Let me shut up. But if y'all can, like I said, throw a little something over there if y'all can. And keep it in the chat, y'all. Put it in the chat so the ones that want to donate can access. Lupac, I love how you break the truth down, but in a humorous way. Enjoying my Louisiana girl. Thank you, Miss Beverly. That's what it's all about, though, and that's why I say it's not personal. And I try to keep the humor in it because I don't like to be overly serious. Because when you too serious, it's just it's not a good vibe to me. Like I want y'all to laugh. Like we gonna be serious, we gonna be mature, but we gonna laugh too. Okay, we gonna laugh too. Let me see. Common sense sure ain't common in their case. Child, child. Let me go down. Thank you, Ramsey. Thank you, Miss Vonda. Same to you. Um, yeah, his money dropped, but Disney been begging Johnny Depp to do another Pirates of the Caribbean. Listen, a little tea on that, not to get off topic, y'all, but they kicked him off the movie. It was supposed to be what, number 6? They kicked him off because of what Amber Heard said. And once that trial started, baby, they was calling him like they start offering him in the 7, 8 figures for that movie. He said, "Oh no," they played on his top. But I wouldn't be surprised if he don't do it, just to get them coins. I wouldn't be surprised. But one thing about a man's pride, baby, huh? A man's pride ain't nothing to play with. That's why I don't understand how these women be saying, oh, all right, he still want her, or he still want, like, is you crazy? Hey, Miss Deborah, is you like, how can y'all look at what's going on and think for an instant that this man still wants what he left? Did y'all not see my premiere? I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say y'all. But did they not see my premiere where this girl was crying behind the scenes to reconcile that marriage? Where she told her response in a divorce that she was forced out of her marriage? The only person that could have forced out the marriage was the husband, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Forced out of the marriage due to irreconcilable differences? Or the marriage was irretrievably broken? Come on now. Like, people got to use their head. It's too many people, too many witnesses to certain things. It's too many audios. She was presenting something on social media that was the complete opposite behind the scenes. That girl wanted her married. Shout out to my sis Harmony. Because if y'all go watch Harmony video that she just dropped, make sure y'all go check it out. Harmony showed where Laonya did a whole Mother's Day tribute to herself on Facebook, and you can see where she posted all these video clips of her and the kids, and dang near every video is from when she was with RH. Only like maybe two or three, two for sure was during the separation. They were still married, but they were separated, and one was after the divorce. All the other clips, you can see the difference in the dynamic. They all smiling, her and the kids, like they're happy. They're happy. That's the difference. And it's stuff like that that people don't pay attention to. You haven't seen that. And we can't say, oh, that's because she don't post the kids. Yeah, you can't think da. Child, bye. Those babies were happy. She was happy. She was happy. You can see it in her face. Even when, because one thing, listen, when a woman is going through it, when a woman is, and if you're a woman, you know what time it is, you know what I'm talking about. When a woman is going through it, whether it's with her man or any type of problems, you're going to see it on her. Her energy is going to reflect it. You're going to see it. Though all of that, that was genuine happiness in those videos that Laonya posted on her page when she was married to that man. Genuine happiness. Now, I'm not saying they didn't have their little, rough patches or whatever, but she could have, had she wouldn't have not done what she did on the internet, she would still have her husband this day. And she still wanted him. They could say what they want, but the receipts don't lie. People were counseling them. RH walked away. It's an audio out there where he's telling her, she was like, if you ain't calling me to work on it, don't call me no more. As if they didn't have a baby in the mix. But he even said it on the audio that you see now why I have a change of heart, because I didn't realize that you had went back on the internet and did what you did again. You can't think you're gonna come out here and present your husband in a certain light, embarrassing light, pride hurting light, ego hurting light, the way that she did, and think you're gonna still have your husband behind the scenes. In a fictitious world, maybe, but not in the real world. And that's why he walked away. So when she said, you playing mind games, you playing mind games. No. Or the mind fucking. Y'all remember she said that? When he said, tell me what I did to you. Tell me what I did outside of, tell me what problems we had outside of social media. Tell me what I did to hurt you. And she said, I can't heal from you. You will never understand. And he said, tell me what I did. And she said, she could have said the physical abuse, the mental, even though mine effing falls under mental, y'all. I gotta let y'all know that. But she could have said physical, because on that interview, she said she had been choked and dragged for 6 years. 6 years of being choked and dragged across the floor. That's what she said. So when she was telling him, it was just them two talking, nobody else around, not knowing that a recording is it's going on. She said the mind effing. I would have said all the times you done went upside my head, all the times you done drug me across the floor, all the times you done choked me out. That's what I would have said. And this is how you know. If you go back to the beginning, she actually told the truth in the beginning. But it was so many lies surrounding it that came out later. People got distracted from her really telling her truth when it came to her marriage, y'all. And that's what I was trying to get y'all to clock in my premiere. That's why I put the premiere the way I put it. Because I started from the beginning. She told her truth in the beginning on several videos. when she said, because the only reason why she came out here and added stuff to it is because she was trying to get alimony behind the scenes. That's in the divorce decree. She was denied it. But yeah, all of that's there. But when she initially came out, what she stood on was that tote situation. Just like the audio where she was talking to RH sister, the one Dawn put out, where she said it was only the tote situation and verbal. That's the truth. That's her truth. That's what happened. And she said it in the beginning. She said it didn't get this bad until breaking MF and bones, even though we know her finger wasn't broken. You know, child by she was the aggressor in that tote situation. Also, because she was the one that was trying to get his phone. She the one who pulled out pepper spray. The tote didn't come till the end of the altercation. She started it. And regardless if he a man or what, she started it. She started it. And she could have walked away because she's the aggressor in the situation. You can't always give the woman the extra leeway just because she's a woman. She's still an adult. He's an adult, she's an adult. No, you can't always give the woman the pat on the back or the extra leeway. No, that's not cool because they were both adults in that situation. Either party could have walked away, but she was the aggressor. And you could tell by how the second time she came out here and told the story of what happened, because the first time she left out the pepper spray, she left out the fact that she kicked him in the mouth, she left out the fact that she was pushing his head, she left all that out until Kevin clocked it and called her out. When Kevin dissected that video, that's when she came back out here and told what really happened. Corporate thugging with Mika in this bitch. Shout out to you, Queen. But like same to you, happy Mother's Day also. She told her truth, y'all. And people just I feel like so much happened. It was so many layers, so many moving parts to where you couldn't focus on that situation. It was too much going on. Too much. But that's why I brought it back to the beginning in that premiere. So people could hear. People can see, get like uh a clear picture of how all of this started. A little reminder. Back down memory lane. We had to take it back. So, and make sure y'all go, if you watched the premiere already, go run it up, watch it again. Watch it because I'm gonna watch it again. Watch it again, y'all. Because at the end, towards the end of that premiere, I also put a receipt in there that was a wow factor. Some caught it and some didn't. Some caught it and some didn't. Um, but yeah, like she told what really and bro, you gotta be real cautious of people. If anybody come out here and lie, especially when it comes to Bruce, that's a dangerous person. That's a dangerous person. But she told her truth in the beginning, and she told her truth on that audio call with her and um RH sister, where she was saying it was only the tote incident and verbal. And like I said, we all know if you remember the tote situation and the breakdowns that happened, you know that she was the aggressor in that situation. Like the fact that they're literally trying to take that audio where he's calling her the B word and then she's calling him the B word, like they had other audios out here where she's saying it first. Come on now. You can't pick and choose what you gonna run with when it comes to these type of situations. No, you have to look just like in a real courtroom. They ain't gonna let you present one thing, and there's so many other things that contribute to what could potentially be the outcome of that situation. No, you got to look at all the evidence. You can't pick and choose which portion of the evidence you're gonna use that's gonna conveniently portray her as a victim. Child by child by. And that's why I've been saying from the beginning, if you gonna call him an abuser based off of him calling her the B word, you gotta call her one too. If you gonna let it ride, then you need to let it ride on both sides of the board. Because we still have yet to see her provide. This is the same woman who said that she had been recording her marriage since 2019. I got that receipt also. So if you're recording your marriage since 2019 and you're portraying your husband as a physical abuser, right? See, she came out with that physical stuff because that mental stuff wasn't sticking like she wanted it to. That's what it was. People wasn't, really giving into that like she wanted them to. And then people started clocking the fact that she was the aggressor in that tote situation. So she kept pushing the goalpost. And you can't do that. That's when you start playing on real DV victims. So when they come out here and they say, well, what did she do to y'all personally? What did she do to y'all? Why y'all hate her so much? Whoever said it was hate? One, y'all getting content confused. The fact that people are blogging. Two, you cannot play on real DV victims like that. You can't play on something so serious where women and children lose their lives every day. You can't do that. We ain't out here playing Mario Brothers. Like, come on now, you cannot do that and think you're gonna get a slap on the wrist. No, that's why people are still blogging on her, and not to mention the framing of the ex-husband. What portion of your mind allows you to think that you can be exposed for framing your ex-husband with people clearing their conscience, and then people know what all the damage you did to the ex-husband, and then you think that you're gonna try to shut people up once they start clocking the fact that your new man isn't a bruiser for real. Child, bye. You can't play with real DV victims like that, making promises as an influencer, because you're an influencer and you made a lot of promises to these women. You promised shelter so they can quote unquote get out because you got out. You was voluntarily let out. That's the crazy part. That's the difference. Your husband let you out. He wasn't keeping you. That's the part I don't understand. She portrayed as if she was being held hostage, y'all. Like her life was on the line and she broke free. That's what she painted out here. Girl, is you crazy? Like, and it's the same person that Dawn attested to the fact that when things would get real hostile between her and Janostrils and could get too physical, this man, Janostrils, would try to walk away, would try to leave, and this girl would run from door to door to stop. Ain't no victim doing that. When you really in fear, baby, you hiding in the closet. You hiding in the bathroom. You're doing everything to avoid confrontation from your alleged abuser. You're not aggressing them on. You're not doing none of that. So when they say, "Oh, well, y'all wasn't in her house," no, we wasn't. But I could pretty much bank on the fact that every victim slash survivor can agree and attest to the fact that we don't antagonize our abuser. You can fight back, but you don't antagonize. You don't pick a fight. You don't tell them do something, do something. Who do that? Like who that's that receipt alone should have put this to bed. When Ari dropped that receipt, where she knocked his hat off, was following him to the door when he was getting ready to leave, making sure he don't take the spare key and all of these different things, pouring the Gatorade on him, knocking his hat off, hitting him, telling him do something, do something. We don't do that. And I could bank on the fact that Real victims slash survivors don't antagonize their abuser. So we could say we wasn't in her home all day long, but that receipt alone should have put this to bed, and I stand on it. Period. Ain't no way. It's no way. Child. And if we gonna say, well, he did cuss her out, he did call her the B word, they called each other the B word. They both talk to each other crazy. So if we gonna stand on that, then guess what? Was that enough to try to end his livelihood? To make sure he can't eat no more? He can't provide for his kids no more? Was that enough? Because I'm pretty sure we all done been called and been called the B word to our partner before. Not in this relationship, okay? We don't play that, okay? We're mature adults over here. But in the past, y'all, we done been there. So it's like, and ain't nobody losing a job behind it. Anytime a man of 83 years can be found guilty of everything but her speaks about, girl, let's tell you, what you say? What you say? Let me go to my inbox. Thank you, Miss Bradford, for my coffee. Thank you, my love. All right, let me pull in my inbox, y'all. Come on, how many let me see. How we looking with the likes, y'all? How we looking with the gold? Come on, y'all. Help y'all girl out. Help y'all support y'all girl. Support y'all girl gold. Hit the like button. Run the likes up. Let's say crazy. Okay, let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna have to save these. How did man get child? Let me see. Okay, let's look at this one. So it's one assault on a female. This was back in 2008. So hold on, y'all. Let me see how old she was. Let's see. So she was 16. So my thing, okay, let me tell y'all this. So if she was 16 when this situation happened, right? Um, and y'all remember at the beginning of this live, I told y'all there are 3 different clips out here, and I have them where in one clip she said, well, I'm not too sure about the 15. I don't think she said 15, so I take that back. But she for sure said on 2 clips that she met the first baby daddy when she started dealing with him when she was 16, right? I have 2 clips of her saying it, 2 different clips. And then also there's a clip in my premiere where she said she started dealing with him when she was 17. So it's real interesting at the fact that this happened when she was 16. This situation with this new guy. Well, not new, but he's old apparently. But how old was he? Latae, you still in the chat? How old was Mr. Barnes? Given she like I'm a little older child. But we got that on a female, and then she was 17 for the hearing and stuff. Okay, child, that picture is crazy. Okay, that man look a mess. Let me see. Active conviction date 2/14/2014. Oh, that's for his other stuff. So let me see. Where's the one for her? Okay, I see this. ASSAULT on a female. Offense date 9/17/2008. Um, and it was filed days later. It says 9. It was okay. The offense date, so it happened on September 17th, 2008, but it didn't. It say filed on September 22nd, 2008. 5 days later. That's interesting. That's real interesting. Let me see, y'all. It ain't no music, huh? Let me look at. I was trying to see where, if it went into detail, but it don't really have. Where's the part? Let's say you still in here. Where's the part about the DV? Data bird on there. Where's the part about the DV? I do see the ASSAULT, but I'm trying to find the DV part. Well, that child, never mind. Take that back. I had a slow moment, y'all. That would be, I don't know if that would be considered DV though. Assault, and because it would say domestic, right? But I mean, they similar, but that would have to mean that they were in a relationship. They would have had to been in a relationship for it to be considered DV. So it is similar because it involves physical V, right? It involves physical V, but they would have to be in a relationship for it to be considered domestic. That's interesting. So my question would be, anyways, how did that come about? What happened for this man to even uh assault you? Like, what, child? What is going on? What is going on? And why was it dismissed? I wish I had that probable cause. But so, okay, Late, I did hear you say something about some CC gonna be interviewing him. Do you know when this is supposed to take place? Do you know, girl? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nika. Thank you for that cash out blessing. Wicked. I ain't gonna put your whole name out there. But thank you so much, my love. You are appreciated. So I wanna know um when that's supposed to go down. You know, Tay? When is this supposed to go down? That's crazy though. I could only imagine, y'all. I could only imagine if, let's say, and this is just hypothetically speaking, that she has her record sealed, like from a past that she don't want to get out, right? I could only imagine what that consists of because that's crazy. Inbox me, Tay. Inbox. I don't want to know who it is. I just want to know the time frame, so I could be uh ready. Shout out to Miss Beverly for being a 15-month member. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Miss Brenda. Hey, Keith. Hey, Essie Isla. Hey, Tanya. You say Jai better get in his war room because he's gonna need every prayer and a bit of grace when it's his turn. Facts. He better be prepared. But you know what? That's his own fault. Like, y'all, we didn't say constantly that they are each other's karma. So everything that's happening is happening for a reason. I have to say that. So, he getting what he deserved as well as she is. It is what it is. Everybody gotta go through their karma. That's the crazy part. Like, hey, because he had ample opportunity to leave that situation if he really wanted to. But he was in it for the money. He was in it for the money. And now he's stuck like Chuck. So it is what it is, child. But yep, let me see if we have anything else before I get off here, y'all. Thank you, Miss Beverly. Thank you for that super sticker blessing, my love. I will let you know if, like, okay, that's fine. Let's say, let me see. I think that's it, y'all. Oh, hold on. We got one more. We got Sleepy. So Sleepy takes to his page. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. And he says, my thoughts. This post, let me give a little context. This post is pertaining to RH trying to get full cuss, which I think he should keep his mouth off that man and his child at this point because, sir, it is already out there that you were non existent for a very long period of time One being the time frame that this man was with your baby mama. He was taking care of your kids. And two, this from what I'm hearing, this goes against your religion. Like you doing too much. Who are you to tell another man where his child should stay in this and that when you yourself know how she really give it up? Because you said on that podcast y'all did when she said I was crazy, huh, Sean? And he was like, crazy ain't the word. So like it's to me it's given that she's still the same person, just with another man. Same person, different man. Same female, different man. Same crazy, different man. That's what it's given. Just like you had to put charges on her, but you got the nerve to come out here and try to say and dictate where you think the child should stay. You trying to quote scriptures that don't even fit. She ain't co-signing or aligning with any of those scriptures that you're using or trying to use in her favor. That's the crazy part. None of those scriptures describe her as a parent. I'm confused. So yeah, if we talking about somebody that actually validates those scriptures, that's a different story. But we talking about Laonia. So you need to chill. You need to sit this one out. Sit this one out, baby. Sit this one out because I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Boo banger. Hey sister. Same to you. Love you, my girl. Hey Jazz. He need to sit this one out, y'all. Because when it was some issues, you know, with another child and shut up, Pop. Okay. So he said, my thoughts is certain things a woman can teach their daughter that a man can't. Facts. Duh. Duh. But I'm pretty sure just like she got Boogergate over there, RH will have a female who he trusts around his daughter that could help with certain things. Come on now. Let's not act like this is the first time a father would have a daughter in his custody. It happens. It's a lot of men out here raising their children without the mother. Just like it's DB dads, it's DB moms too. Or moms that's on DRUGS or that are unfit. Do we not see a lot of times when we look at the news, it's mothers out here who are literally unaliving their kids? Not saying that men don't do it too, but I see a lot being done by at the hands of the mother. So let's not act like this man wouldn't be capable enough to raise what he made. That's his child, not yours. They created that child. Speak on the ones that you created with her. If you want to leave your kids in her care, then that's on your body. But don't try to tell this man what to do, because you over there uh doing whatever you can to stay off child support. So he said, my thoughts are certain things a woman can teach their daughter that a man can't, and the same goes for the sons. It's things that you could teach your boys that she can't, like she said on episode number 1 of Just Being Laonia. She said on that episode, I wouldn't just to let y'all know, I wouldn't care if y'all wanted to go stay with y'all dad because there's certain things that he could teach y'all that I can't teach y'all how to be a black man. So she had no problem with her boys going live with him at that point in time. So I'm not understanding. But now it's an issue. All HELL breaks loose and child by. We see the motive. We see the plots. So he says, so my thoughts, according to the scripts, a daughter needs that mother nurture and to be in the mother custody, primarily if the two parents are not together any longer. I think people what that's not a script what you just said. That's your opinion. It's a difference. Because here we have somebody who is taking certain scriptures out of the Bible and using it for his convenience. And that's not the way. No. That's not how you do that. You can't force a scripture to fit. especially when it don't align. Like this is crazy. Hey, Lady Divine, it don't, child, child. So he say, I think people need to stop being spiteful and think about the future of the kids and raising them correctly. That's exactly what he's thinking about. Just because you are comfortable to still leave your kids in the care of a man who was convicted of, you know what? Why he don't have to do that just because you did it? That's your prerogative. That's your personal choice. That's your personal choice, sir. Um, I mean, for heaven's sakes, what about when she reaches the age of her flower? You really want to never mind? No, you might as well get into it. You brought it up. Let's not never mind after you brought it up, because if it was inappropriate, you shouldn't have brought it up. It happens. You think men don't know about a girl's period? You so men can't go buy pads? Don't we send our men to the store all the time to get us some pads and tampons? Like, when did they stop doing that, y'all? So what you saying is because she's a little girl and she's gonna grow to be a woman that you don't think her dad could properly raise her because she's gonna have a period and this and that. Is you crazy? I'm confused. Because when I look at this situation, y'all, I look at it from all aspects, right? Because her mother could, not saying that she is, but her mother could be on drugs. And what if she was? Will we still leave the child in her care just because the little girl gonna grow up and get a period? It's a lot of circumstances that can happen to where a father would need to step in and take over. Are we gonna use so what we're gonna do is give the child another female just because of those reasons? That's crazy to me, y'all. That sounds crazy. Exactly, Gossip Claire. It's a lot of single fathers out there. Like, come on now. And I feel like they really took this situation and there's a lot of selective outrage going on because if you really, really look, it's so much non-genuine hate. Because if you really, really look at the situation, you will see in the paperwork that he is not he's not that's not his intentions to just take her from her mom. No. He noted in there, he gave an alternative and everything. He don't want the man around their child unsupervised. Damn. Like, is that so hard? Is that so hard? I don't understand, y'all. It's like they're looking at it and they're taking what they want from it. He's basically saying if she can't abide by that, then switch the role. Let me get my baby in her position and let her take my spot. Like, come on now. They child, it's crazy. But he need to sit down. I ain't even going to read the scripture that he put because it don't even align with none of what he's saying, y'all. And he always do that. Talking about to be discreet, chast, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. What? First of all, the one she is no longer married. So how is that scripture even relevant to her situation? She said herself she's a single mother of six. Okay. Okay. She said that herself on the GoFundMe. So stay out of that man business. That's what I gotta say today. Stay out of his business. But anyways, y'all, that's it for our segment today. I gotta get my little babies ready for school tomorrow. I'm ready for them to go, child. I will be back live tomorrow, y'all. After me and him get back from bringing her to her doctor, so I can check on my baby, see what's going on. But yes, I will be back live tomorrow. Shout out to y'all for being tuned in because it's a lot of people live, and I still had a consistent 450 in the mother freaking chat. Big shout out to y'all. Y'all come through for y'all, girl. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way out. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the continuous support. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
That goes by. People always ask me why black holes. Listen up, baby girl, shit, I'm about to let you know why I always gotta block hoes. Whoa, 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 whoa. They talking shit up in my comments. Yeah, they don't know, but I'm about to block them. Cause every day, I block hoes. They be being shady, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cause you know I block hoes, baby. In different area codes, baby. You never know, but I block